Tom, after the last few interviews we've had, it's nice to see a smile on. I'm sure you're thrilled with what you've seen out there today.
Yeah, absolutely superb, and it's been coming, to be honest. I think we spoke about missing that little bit of physicality in the midfield, and I thought Charles went in there and didn't play his best stuff with the ball necessarily, but my God, what a change, and it gave licence to so many talented lads to go and be positive in front of him, and we just reaped rewards from it. I thought we were superb, and I thought Deeping were good in spells as well, to be fair to them. They've got some really good lads, but it could have been more than 4, to be totally honest with you. I think even Smithy missing by an inch to get his hat-trick at the end. I think we've had 2 disallowed and all sorts. So superb, really, really pleased.
You mentioned Charlie there. You said you wanted your senior players to step up on Wednesday night, and they certainly did that today.
100%. Obviously, me coming in and scoring. Charlie, I thought made a massive impact, and Smithy, going forward, I thought he pressed everything and was superb. And I think you get those 3 boys down the centre of your pitch. I think it gives you licence for younger lads to be nice and positive and really enjoy themselves, knowing they've got that protection around them. And today's a very good day.
I know you're itching to talk us through your goal.
I wasn't going to mention it, but yeah, again, Smithy does so well from a set piece to recycle it, looks after it, protects it, rolls it to me, edge of the box-ish. I'm claiming it was just outside the box, and then it's just if I can ricochet it off 3 players or 4 before it goes in, but nothing but net, and set us on good stead, to be totally honest with you. So from that, we was even more on the front foot, and it gave us that little bit of pressure release, I think. And we've enjoyed ourselves today. They're enjoying themselves in there. We've got a couple of beers planned. Some will have an orange juice, but we're going to enjoy ourselves today.
Yeah, we can have a joke about the goals, but you thoroughly served all 4 today, and I thought it was a really good performance going forward.
Yeah. As I say, credit to them, because again, they kept going. They've got some good lads, especially in forward areas that can hurt you. So it kept us honest. But it was exactly what we needed. We needed competition, but we also needed to have the protection and the discipline to look after it when we needed to, but still play our expansive and positive stuff. And that's why we cut them apart, to be honest with you, at times. And as I say, we had 2 disallowed. Smithy's missed 1, which Josh Parker's almost put on a plate for his hat-trick, but he just can't stretch quite enough to get there. I thought them 2 in particular were a constant threat. Walmsley did his usual stuff of doing a lot of the donkey work for the rest of them. Finn looked like he turned up today. Finn's one of them that's still a young man who, let's be honest, has got a very bright future ahead of him, and it's obvious where he's been playing the last year or 2 when he's had opportunities away from us. But I think he came back a little bit low on confidence. Not necessarily the same Finn that left us. We've got our arm around him. We give him a bit of love today, and I thought he was superb. He stretched teams. You look, how many touches did he have inside their box today, just from arriving as third man runs and overlapping and stuff like that? I thought he was absolutely superb. But many of them were. Robbo, another solid performance. Maxi grew into a man today, coming through and dominating headers against good strikers, to be honest with you. Really good stuff. Really pleased. And Endo, who can do right back for us, but as obviously we ask a lot from him in midfield, looked like he played there all his career and was comfortable. So really, really delighted with the lads. Really, really delighted.
The thing I noticed the most was the patterns of play, the little triangles in the middle of the park. It's a bit of a flow you've had for quite a while, not had for quite a while now.
Just getting back to doing what we're good in the right areas. I think we've been trying to do it, and we're with the way that we've recruited, we're trying to play nice football. There's no doubt about that. But within that, you've got to earn the right to play. There's no doubt that to play your best stuff, you've got to be able to mix it as well. And I think Wisbech game on Wednesday was highlighted that in particular. I thought we tried to play, but we moved the ball too slow. Still comfortable in possession, particularly first half. But then second half, we were a little bit more rash, but had the defensive element right. And it's just about meshing them 2 together. And as I say, with the amount of bodies that have changed over the last... since the end of last season, really, there's a lot of new faces in and around the squad. That will take time to mesh, and the signs that the good stuff is always there. It's the bad stuff that we have to correct and understand why we're doing things and why things hurt us, which we are identifying, and with as much contact time as we can in training and VOs and Teams calls and anything we can, just to get that information over so lads can appreciate it and understand it. And I think we'll go to strength to strength, mate. I think this is a big result for us. I think it's been an important week, going through to the next round of the FA Vars with a really strong performance, which we were delighted with. to come back to the league and under a bit of pressure against Wisbech that had a lot of new faces and were keen to impress. We were good in spells and unlucky not to win the game probably, and disappointed that their only shot on target was from the penalty spot. And then build on it today and run right, really, if I'm honest. So yeah, really pleased.
Probably helps when you can put probably what is your strongest 11 out there today and show.
I think that was the strongest 11 for the opposition we had today. I think we're blessed to have 16 lads at the moment, 17, 18 when Keegan's back available next week and Jack Arben's back available. Kyle's breathing down the neck as well. So that's the best 11 I think that we could put out today. Different opposition though, and all 5 of the lads that were on the bench could most definitely influence that 11. We're not 11 players plus 5. We have got a really good squad. That's something that we identified as a weakness last year, and we've definitely tried to improve that depth. And it shows, like Billy coming on in the 10, got his goal, nearly as good as mine, I thought. But he did really well. Linking play and winning headers and stuff that you don't always associate with him because he's such a good technical player. You think, can he do the ugly stuff as well? And I thought he did that well. Rotated Mitch out a little bit today, and he came on and made us tick, and a few little clever little touches at times, which he does have, and which is great to see. I was able to come off. Lewis fill in, and I thought he was superb when he came on as well. So some really, really good individual performances. But we've had them at times this season. It was all about a team performance today, and team performance results in 4-0 wins.
I suppose the most satisfying thing is that ultimately you could have fallen foul like you did on Wednesday night against Wisbech, but lessons were learned and you've put in a strong performance today.
Yeah, we will try and get better week in, week out. That won't always happen, but that will always be our aim. So we identify what we do well, we identify what we not do so well, and we try and address that, whether that be with altering personnel, whether that be through education and giving information where possible. We will just look to get better and better week on, week out, and whether you're the best team in the league or the worst team in the league, all you can do is improve. And if we're doing that, we're going to be at the right end of the table, and we're going to be where we all want to be, and that's in the mix at the end of the season.
You did just mention the signing of Keegan Everington. I'll just mention it as well. Is exactly what he was looking for there, I think.
Yeah, he'll come on and do very similar to what Charlie's done today. He's more of a natural midfielder than Charles. For me, Charlie's a defender that can play midfield. Keegan's a midfielder that could probably play defence, if you know what I mean. And he's a good frame. He's a big, solid boy. Ooz's experience has played really good levels as well with his Frickleys and Spaldings and his education from Lincoln City and stuff like that. So he's a tremendous asset to what we'll be doing this season. We get him firing and add him to this group that we've already got. We're in a very good place.
Finally, another tough game coming up on Wednesday night, Skegness. It's important to back this performance up now, isn't it?
100%. Skeg were one of mine that were the dark horse to creep in the right end of the league this year, and I know they crept into the playoffs and beat us by a point last year to do so. And I think they've recruited really well as well, and they've got some really good players. So it's going to be a hell of a test. Away from home, it's a long way to go midweek, but we look forward to another close game and play like that, and I'm sure we'll be more than fine.